I woke up, choking on my own blood. My ears were ringing so loud it hurt. The room spun. The hospital light above my head swayed, shadows moved across the walls. That's when I saw him, Ryan, our captain. He was standing in the corner, watching me. But Ryan was dead. I saw his body after the crash. I was there when they zipped up the bag. It was April 6, 2018. The Humboldt Broncos bus crash. 16 gone, 13 alive. They told the world it was an accident. A truck ran a stop sign, hit our team bus. They said I was lucky, but no one could explain why Ryan's voice kept waking me at night. On my third night in the hospital, I opened my eyes. My old team jacket was on the chair, torn, stained with dried blood. It wasn't there when I fell asleep. I called the nurse. "Who brought this?" I asked. She froze for just a second. Then she said, "No one's been in here." I reached into the pocket. My hands were shaking. A small USB drive wrapped in a note. 3 words written in shaky letters. I wanted to throw it away, but I couldn't. The next morning, 2 men in suits came to check my statement. They weren't police. They didn't ask about the crash, only if anyone had given me something unusual. When I got home, sleep was gone. The streetlight outside my window kept flickering. Every time it went dark, the crash came back in flashes. Bodies on the snow, blood on the ice, broken glass. One night, I plugged in the USB. 3 files. The first, a list of names. The trucking company boss. An insurance company. Our team sponsor. The second, a grainy video of our bus, filmed from far away for hours before the crash. The third, locked with a password. My phone rang. It was Mason, another survivor. His voice was low. "Don't talk about this on the phone. Meet me behind the rink." Midnight. It was freezing. My crutches sank into the snow as I limped to the rink. Mason was waiting in the dark. He looked pale. His eyes moved like he was being hunted. He said Ryan had sent him a message the night before the crash. A deal between the team manager and someone who needed us out of the playoffs. Mason reached into his pocket. Before he could show me, a black SUV drove by slowly. It stopped. A man in a long black coat stepped out, stood under the streetlight, watching. Mason shoved something into my hand. "If I don't make it home, keep digging." It was an old Polaroid photo. Our team at a dinner. But in the photo, sitting at one of the tables, was the truck driver who hit us. My stomach turned. He wasn't supposed to have any link to us. The man in the coat started walking toward us. Mason ran one way. I ran the other. When I got home, my jacket, the USB, and the photo were gone. My front door was unlocked, even though I had locked it. That night, I dreamed of the crash again. But this time, Ryan wasn't in his seat. He was standing in the aisle. When the truck hit, he didn't fall. He stepped calmly into the snow and walked away. The next day, I went to the cemetery. Ryan's grave looked wrong. The dirt was uneven, like it had been dug up and filled again. I heard footsteps. Ryan across the road, wearing the same jacket from my hospital room. The streetlight above him flickered 3 times. I followed him. He led me to an old farmhouse near the crash site. The air inside was ice cold. The walls covered with newspaper clippings about the crash. In the center, a table. On it, a police report. Half the report blacked out. In the corner, someone had written, "Insurance, debt, blood money," and under it, I guessed the password might be Ryan's jersey number. It worked. The file opened. A video from inside the truck. The driver on the phone. "It'll look like an accident," he said. "They'll never know. Pay me after the season." My blood went cold. 16 people gone. For money. Behind me, the floor creaked. I turned. The man in the black coat was standing in my living room. His voice was calm. "Stop looking or you'll join them." The next day, my phone was gone. The USB was gone. Then the police called. They said they had checked my statement, found nothing unusual. When I told them about the man in the coat, the line went dead. A week later, Mason's house burned down. They said it was an accident. His body was never found. The night after, an envelope slid under my door. Inside, the USB, and a new photo. The crash site days after. In the background, walking away from the wreck, was Ryan, holding the jacket. I don't know if Ryan survived, or if my mind is breaking. But I do know this: the crash wasn't bad luck. It was planned, and the people who planned it are still out there. Every time I get close to the truth, the streetlights outside my window flicker. And sometimes, in the dark, I hear Ryan's voice. If you hear it too, don't answer.